Hey everybody, this is Matthew from Nerd News Today, behind the camera, doing another action figure review, Solo right now. And well, Solo is an excellent choice of words for this bunch of reviews I'm about to do. So we haven't really done a lot of Star Wars figures on this channel, despite me being a pretty big Star Wars fan. Mostly it's because I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole and start buying a whole new line of figures, and you know, it gets a little crazy. I'm already pretty focused on Star Trek as is. But then, lo and behold, I happened to find this guy out and about during my quarantine shopping, and you know, obviously I have to get this because this is an essential need for me. And we actually saw these back at Toy Fair when we saw at the Hasbro booth that they were unveiling the new 40th anniversary Empire Strikes Back figures. And you know, seeing them one thing as a prototype during Toy Fair, you know, that's kind of special because they're hand painted or whatever, but actually seeing it out in the wild and then seeing just how good these figures look, I had to pick up a few of them. So we're going to take a look at a few Star Wars figures this week, and we're going to start things off with Luke Skywalker in his Bespin outfit. Now I'm really digging the packaging on these guys because they're essentially kind of like upscaled versions of the original Kenner packaging. And there's even a little note to Kenner down there in the bottom, a nice homage to them. And there's a great looking photo of Luke as well in his Bespin outfit, which to be honest is one of my favorite outfits that Luke wore in the original series. The back of the packaging again has a little note about the 40th anniversary, nothing too crazy, and it's pretty much identical to the backs of all the figures. And just a quick little fun fact as well about Empire Strikes Back, that was actually my parents' first date back in 1980. So who knew that seeing that Star Wars sequel would somehow rub off onto me? And maybe rub off is not the right choice of words in this case, I'm talking about my parents, but you guys get the idea. The nerddom was always with me. So that's enough about the packaging, so let's go ahead and use the Force and take Luke out of the box. You know, I have no idea how guys like Shartimus Prime and everybody else who does these videos with their hands in front of the camera does this, because I just cannot ever do these right and feel comfortable about doing it. Alright, so here is our Luke Skywalker out of the package. You can see him now in all of his Bespin outfit glory. And again, this is just one of my favorite outfits. I always love the color, I love the look of it. It's very much a sign of the times as well, but despite that, it ages well, all things considered. And I don't just mean that in toy form, I also just mean in the movie. It's still like one of the best outfits in the movie, but that's just my opinion. You guys let me know if you think otherwise. But as far as the figure, body looks really great. Face sculpt is amazing. That is a perfect Mark Hamill likeness right there. I don't think you can find a better Mark Hamill likeness on too many other figures. Now again, I haven't looked at a Black Series figure in I don't even know how long. So I've got to kind of look at all the articulation again, because man, I have just forgotten how good these guys were. So looks like a ball jointed neck with a hinge, got ball jointed shoulders, got elbow joints, pretty stiff as well at the box, gotta say, mighty stiff. Wrist joints have a swivel hinge, looks like those hands probably pop out. We have a torso that moves left and right. No movement other than that. Got ourselves a nice big T crotch, ball jointed legs. Looks like we have some thigh swivel. Yes, we do. Got double jointed knees, although they're a little stiff, so they don't want to move too much right now, but double jointed knees, always nice to have. Our boots do not move, but the feet do. The feet have a little hinge there as well. So I'm surprised that the boots don't move. Yeah, unless they're just like, no, actually, maybe they do. No, that just looks really tight. That's just one piece. All right. That's a little bit of a surprising letdown. I thought the boots would move, but there's so much other articulation, not a big deal. In terms of accessories, Luke has his blaster, which does, well, let's see, does it fit in his hand? Let's find out. Yeah, you know, it looks like it should. But a little bit of work, we can get it on in there. Yes, it does fit. It does fit actually really snug and nice. Let's see if we can get his elbows to move. Yeah, there you go. That actually works. That actually looks pretty good right there. I always like the blaster pistols, and I like that these have that extra little bit of paint there. Aside from the silver tip, it has that brown handle. And speaking of, it does have a holster to go with it that's on Luke. So let's see if, yeah, it looks like it's gonna definitely fit in there. And it does look really cool. Nice little attention to detail here. Let's go ahead, slide that on in. Yes, that does fit. Let's see, actually, I'm gonna try and close it. There we go. Wow, perfect fit, actually. Really nice. All right. Yeah, this Luke is really, really stiff, though. He's having all sorts of problems. And he does come with his blue lightsaber. How can you not have a Star Wars figure have Luke without a lightsaber? Does this come off? Hope I don't break it. Don't know if it comes out. Sitting there pretty snug. Okay, good. It does actually come out, and I believe that this should also attach, excuse me, Luke. This should attach to his belt. Looks like it does. Yeah, wow. Really easy. Oh, that looks so cool. I mean, aside from his arm doing this weird clothesline thing, lightsaber on his belt does look really, really nice. But I'm gonna have him actually hold it the way it was meant to be held. So let's see if we put it back in. That was in there really snug. Well, something's that snug, I'm always worried if it's gonna go back in, but yeah, sounds like it went in no problem. Now, he should easily be able to hold this as well. His hands are nice and soft, which is pretty cool. See, there we go. Oh yeah, that looks great. I know I haven't shown you guys much of the back of the figure, but it's great too. I mean, you know, overall it's just got a really great, amazing paint job, really weathered look to it. I think the color might be a little lighter than what it actually is in the movie though, but it's been a while since I've actually watched the movie. I know like the original Kenner toy had a much, much more ochre kind of color. This is a lot more sandy and a lot more faded. So in terms of 100% accuracy, I'm probably not the best judge to even give you that anyway, but it still looks really great, really nice weathered look across of it. I think the one weird thing here is that Luke doesn't come with any alternate hands, and I don't know if that's super common for Black Series figures to have, but the fact is he can hold that lightsaber with one hand, but he can't really do it with the other. That other hand is molded only to hold that blaster. And that's all well and good for, you know, if you want to just have him do one or the other, but if you want to have him hold it with both hands, you can't do that, and that's a shame, because I think his arms probably could actually do that. I mean, yeah, you could definitely get it with both hands, but it's gonna look really funny if he uses that other hand to do that. So that part, a little bit of a surprising disappointment. But overall, I mean, wow, I'm happy I bought this guy. You know, I don't know how deep I'm gonna get into these Star Wars figures. We're gonna find out by the end of this review how much more I'm gonna wanna buy of them. But man, this is like a perfect Luke. This is exactly what I've been looking for. I'm really happy to have it. So if you like this Star Wars Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary figure from Hasbro, you can go ahead and use our Amazon affiliate links below to order it from them, which costs you nothing extra and helps us out a ton, which means we can buy more Star Wars figures, do more reviews like this and everything else we do here on Nerd News Today. And hey, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to us and make sure to like and share this video. So until next time, I'm Matthew from Nerd News Today. May the Force be with you, and we'll see you next time.